talented, funny, beloved comedian who just set a record. Listen to this. 3 sold-out performances at Madison Square Garden.
Wow.
That's a lot of tickets, ladies and gentlemen. That's 3. He has a new comedy special entitled Louis C.K. Live at the Comedy Store, and it'll be available for download tomorrow. Here he is, Louis C.K. You look great.
Thank you.
Thanks for the tie.
Not bad.
Good to have you here. I appreciate it. They go crazy.
Thank you. Thank you.
I appreciate you coming out in the storm. How's your family? Is your family all safe and ready to go here?
Everybody's okay, yeah.
Are the girls looking forward to a big New York City blizzard?
Yeah, they're very excited. You know, for us it's bad news, and for them it's great news.
Yep, because they get probably 1 or 2 school days off.
Probably, yeah. And I try to keep them, you know, ready for I tell them we're probably not going to make it. We're probably all going to die. And then...
Really?
Yeah. I don't think we're going to make it, girls. That's what I told them.
Well, that's too bad. Yeah,
that's a lot of snow.
Dad's got to go do a talk show, but I don't think we'll make it.
No, I don't think we're going to make it, yeah.
This thing is mind-boggling, and I understand there was a 4th show at Madison Square Garden, which you suspended because people can't come out in the snow.
That's right. It was tomorrow night. I sold out 4 shows.
Right.
I did 3 of them. And then tomorrow was the next one, but, you know, it's crazy.
Nobody's
going to be here.
Well, congratulations. That's one of those things in your career you should be very, very proud of.
I am. It was pretty great.
Yeah, good for you.
Thank you.
Now, when you're working an enormous arena like that, how do you create an intimacy that would be conducive to comedy?
Yeah, it's funny because, you know, if you go see a concert like a rock band, everybody's going, woo, you know. But that's not appropriate during comedy because you're supposed to just listen.
Yes.
Politely, you know. So it is a weird feeling that there's 15,000 people and they're just sitting there listening. It's a little unnerving.
Well, that's a tremendous piece of power that you have over, and that's a great tribute to you, great respect.
Well, it does.
For you.
It feels good to make them all laugh at the same time. 15,000 people laughing at your jokes. It's kind of an amazing feeling. But also having them sit there looking at you, listening is really great too. But I always see, I've done it 3 times now, and it was the same every time, that they're all laughing, the show's going great. But what I see are, there's at least, in 15,000 people, there's like 1,000 disappointed people. There's like 1,000 people.
No.
And they're dotted, I see them all.
You see them?
I see them still today, but during the show, I see them, just guys going like,
Yeah.
Those are the ones that you really see. Everyone's going, yay, and I'm just, oh, I'm sorry, buddy.
That you're reading their disappointment accurately.
Absolutely. I'm 100% sure.
Well, I'm not sure that's true, but I share the feeling. I know that. Well, hell, I know it here tonight.
Well, the more people you reach, and the more people that see you, the more people are going to think that you suck. That's just a law of mathematics.
Yes, but
you can't please everybody.
Let me explain it to you this way. If, in fact, that's true, why would those people go to the trouble of ordering the tickets online and showing up?
This is just miserable. I don't know. They just like to go to... That's not their fault.
Well, no. Okay.
It's not their fault. I don't know. They heard I was good.
Case closed.
They heard I was good.
Well, you ought to... Is there a discount if you're a miserable...
There should be.
Yeah, there really ought to be in life. Now, when I started doing stand-up comedy, I went to a place called the Comedy Store.
Yeah.
And I love the Comedy Store because, for one thing, there is no better location for a club, especially in Los Angeles, than right there on Sunset Boulevard.
That's right.
Looking out at the beautiful lights at the nighttime and the sunset, the excitement and so forth. And you also worked there, but you didn't... What is the problem? You didn't like it or you do like it?
Well... you have to pass audition there, no matter who you are. And I never really worked there because I didn't get a chance to audition. And then at one point, I'd been on your show. I was a known comedian. And I called and said, can I work the Comedy Store? They said, you still got to audition.
So you have to come in and they put you up for yeah,
they put you up for a few minutes and you do your act for Mitzi Shore, who's the owner. She's the one she started the club. And so Mitzi Shore, I came in to audition, and she's sitting in this table directly across from me. And I go on, and there's a light here that indicates...
They used to have a light that would flash. It was on Eddie Cantor's portrait, caricature, and it would go on at the end of 5 minutes.
That's right.
Yeah.
So when you see Eddie Cantor get off stage.
That's right.
Basically. So I go on, and I say, hi, everybody, and I start... I don't think I said hi, everybody, but...
Hey, hi, miserable... What are you doing here?
I said hello, and I started a joke, and the light went on immediately. And I thought, well, that can't really be it.
Yeah, gotta be.
So I keep going, and I see Mitzi, and she's going like this. Literally, she's going like pointing and then doing this.
Oh,
get off.
My goodness.
And I thought, well, I've been doing this I'd already been doing it 20 years. I was like, I'm not going to get off stage after 10 seconds.
No.
So I did 5 minutes. The audience liked me. And then I left, and my manager called, and she said, I hated him. It's terrible. So I wasn't allowed to work there.
So did you never went back? I know. No,
after a while, I don't know. I don't think she knows who's there all the time now. She's pretty old. She's still there, but I sneak in and I go. I just shot a comedy special there.
That's what I'm talking about.
And I think if she sees it, she's going to be like, that kid doesn't work.
They didn't belong there. You know what I think this is? I think it's some kind of a misunderstanding. Because I would think, one, Mitzi Shore would love you, and two, even if she didn't love you, she would love the fact of you. You know what I'm saying?
It's really nice, Dave, because you've stuck up for me against the at the MSG and Mitzi Shore, but the fact is these people just don't like me. Sometimes you have to just accept the fact that some folks just hate you.
Now what?
And I do. I live with you.
I've made my peace with that. Now listen. When we come back, I want to see a little bit of this, especially you filmed at the Comedy Store. Okay. We'll be right back with Louis C.K., ladies and gentlemen. Look, it's me and Louis C.K., ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna start telling people that I sold out Madison Square Garden, and they're gonna say, "Wow!" And I said, "Yeah, but you know, it was the night of the big blizzard." Before we get to the, tell me about the Super Bowl. What do you care? Do you like? Do you want? Do you know anything?
Well, I'm from Boston, so I'm a Patriots fan.
Yeah. And, why are they so oily?
Well, because they want to win real bad.
Yeah.
So sometimes you do stuff that's not fair, so that you can win. I have no problem with it. I think it's hilarious.
Well, it is hilarious.
Why not? It's a stupid football game. I mean, just deflate the balls, poke a guy in the eye or whatever. It's football.
But now, I put a lot of thought to this because I don't have other than the fact that they beat my Indianapolis Colts.
Well,
and football people tell me that an underinflated football usually represents about 45, 50 points.
Exactly. That's a stretch.
So now I'm hot.
Right. Sure.
But it was the Tom Brady's at the press conference after they beat the Ravens. Have you heard this story?
Yeah, he's talking about his balls and stuff the whole time.
No. This is after the Ravens game.
Sorry, I don't know.
And he's saying the Ravens are upset because they're running trick plays and they got different lineups and formations and stuff. Yeah. And Brady says, well, they should read the rule book. Now the Ravens think, wait a minute. Pretty boy is telling us to read the rule book?
Right.
So the guy, Harbaugh, calls Pagano in Indianapolis, and he says, you know what? They're using underinflated balls. Make a stink about it.
Yeah.
And that's how the whole thing started. So Tom Brady is getting, for shooting his mouth off, he's getting it right back.
It's right. It's great.
Yes.
It's great. It's fun.
It is fun.
It's fun. When it's your turn to use the rules, you use it against the other team. And when you want to do something wrong in order to win, you do that.
Yeah.
And then you get caught and people yell at you and you just go, I don't know. I mean,
that's right.
I'm positive that's what happened. That's what happened.
Now,
Belichick, I think that Bill Belichick and Brady had a meeting and they said, well, how can we get an edge? And he said, I'd really like the football to be easier to grab. And he said, okay, I'll deflate it. And afterwards, just deny it no matter what anybody says.
It would be great if they deflate it and put a squeaky thing in it. But now, are these the lessons you teach your girls at home?
Well, they're not ever going to play football.
Well,
I think this is confined to football.
It's only in the world of football.
Well, I mean, I don't know. There's a balance with your kids because you want them to be honest people. Because you want to be able to say you raised an honest person.
Sure.
But you want them to have a good life. You want them to use every tool available to them.
Yeah.
And sometimes lying is a very effective way.
No, Louis, this is where you and I are going to part company because I
Why?
will tell you now something that I know you know, and I know you've told your kids. Honesty is its own reward.
I don't think so. I don't think so. Well, here's the thing to me about lying is that I don't think you should do it, but I get it. That's how I feel about it. I get it.
Right.
Because kids lie because they're in trouble. You know, if you're in trouble as a kid, it's too much. You can't take it. Yeah, kids don't lie for some weird Machiavellian, they're not like, what my teacher said about you? It's interesting. They're not trying to start something.
No.
It's because somebody was like, did you take the chocolate? And they're terrified.
Yeah.
Terrified.
Yeah.
If you're in trouble, you don't care. You're a grown up. You just go, oh, sorry. Right?
Well, again, I've been in trouble, and that didn't work. And I tried it. I said it just like that. Sorry. Let's look at a clip. Now, this is at the big room in the Comedy Store.
That's right, the main room,
Yeah, they have a big, beautiful, it's a nice club for comedy generally.
Yeah.
And here's Louis doing his act. And what else do we need to know about
It's just about when you have a baby on an airplane and the baby's crying.
Okay, it's from the Comedy Store. Last month you filmed this, right?
That's right.
All right, take a look. Louis C.K. live at the Comedy Store.
I remember one time my baby was crying on the plane. She was really upset. And this guy, some businessman on the plane, because businessmen always think that every flight is a private plane of theirs that we're all, like, piggybacking on. And this guy has this newspaper, and he turns around to look at me and my baby, and he looks right at me. He doesn't kind of, like, go like this. He looks at me like, Like, could you? Like, oh, I'm sorry. Is this bothering you? Let me just...
That's right. That's exactly right. You can download this tomorrow, beginning tomorrow, as Louis C.K. live at the Comedy Store. Always a pleasure.
Thank you,
Good
Dave.
to see you again. Thank you very much. Look around.